In January 2026, two giants, ServiceNow and OpenAI, announced a partnership that doesn't just change how we work, it changes who does the work. We aren't talking about chatbots anymore. We are talking about AI that can actually click buttons, log into servers, and fix problems while you sleep. Hi everyone, welcome to the AI with Arun show. Today we are breaking down the autonomous enterprise. We're looking at the tech, the money, and the strategy behind the biggest software alliance of the decade. To understand why this is huge, we have to look at how companies have operated for the last 10 years. We spent billions building what we call systems of record. Think of these like giant digital filing cabinets. Salesforce holds customer data. SAP holds finance data. But here is the problem. A filing cabinet can't do anything. If you wanted to solve a problem, a human had to open the cabinet, read the file, and then go do the work. That is the last mile gap. Humans have been the bridge between data and action. And humans are slow, we get tired, and we make mistakes. ServiceNow's goal? To remove the human bridge. They want to be the system of action, the nervous system that actually moves the muscles. So how do they fix this? They didn't just slap a chat with AI button on their website. This partnership, announced in January 2026, structurally embeds OpenAI's technology into the backbone of ServiceNow. OpenAI is now the preferred intelligence capability. Why does this matter? Because ServiceNow powers 80 billion workflows every single year. By integrating directly, OpenAI gets its brain into the plumbing of the Fortune 500 without having to sell to every single company individually. We are moving from generative AI, which just writes text, to Agentic AI. This is AI that doesn't just talk, it executes. Let's look under the hood. Don't worry, I'll keep it simple. Think of this like a layer cake. In the middle you have the generative AI controller. Imagine this as a universal translator. It handles all the messy technical stuff, connecting to OpenAI, counting tokens, and retrying if something fails, so developers don't have to. But the coolest part is the security. It uses something called connections and credentials. The AI has its own ID badge. It doesn't use your password. This means the AI can work securely, without ever seeing your private login details. It acts as a circuit breaker. If an AI agent goes rogue and tries to spend $1 million, this layer shuts it down instantly. Now, let's talk about the brain powering this. GPT 5.2. If you used ChatGPT back in 2024, you know it was impressive, but sometimes hallucinated or made things up. GPT 5.2 is different. It uses System 2 thinking. That's a psychology term for thinking before you speak. Look at this chart. On expert work tasks, the accuracy jumped from roughly 39% to nearly 71%. That is the difference between a fun toy and a business tool you can trust with your bank account. It also has a massive memory, a 400,000 token context window. That means the AI can read an entire training manual or 10 years of case history before it makes a single decision. Now let us talk about my favorite part. This is the sci-fi stuff. It's called computer use. Here is the reality. Most big companies run on old, clunky software that doesn't have modern connections. In the past, we used bots to click buttons, but if a button moved 1 inch to the left, the bot broke. Computer use gives the AI eyes. It looks at the screen just like you do. It sees a submit button and knows what it is, even if it's green instead of blue, or in the corner instead of the middle. This allows ServiceNow to automate anything, even ancient government mainframes, without needing to rewrite the code. It's a total game changer. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds dangerous. What if the AI deletes my database? Enter the AI Control Tower. This is the mission control for the enterprise. It provides a single screen to see every AI agent running in the company. It has a 3-minute response rule to catch problems before they spiral. It scans everything. If you type a prompt with a secret password, the control tower blocks it. If the AI tries to answer a question in a rude tone, the tower catches it. And the big one, zero data retention. ServiceNow made a deal where your data is sent to OpenAI, processed, and then deleted immediately. It is never used to train OpenAI's public models. Your secrets stay secret. Let's see this in action. Imagine a database crashes at 3 a.m. The old way, an alarm goes off. An engineer wakes up, groggy, logs into the VPN, reads logs for 45 minutes, and finally reboots the server. The new way, the ServiceNow agent gets the alarm. It uses GPT 5.2 to read the logs and realizes, hey, someone pushed bad code 4 hours ago. It uses computer use to log into Amazon Web Services, AWS, checks the memory usage, and hits the rollback button. The system is fixed in 3 minutes. The human engineer never even woke up. We call this mean time to innocence, proving the system is innocent before anyone notices it failed. Now, let's talk about customer service. We've all screamed representative at a robot, on the phone. ServiceNow's new voice agents effectively kill that delay. They use speech-to-speech technology. The AI hears the raw audio, It hears your tone, your frustration. You can interrupt it mid-sentence, and it stops, just like a human would. And because it's connected to the database, it knows everything. It knows you downgraded your service 3 days ago. It can process a refund right there on the call, without putting you on hold. It's finally customer service that doesn't feel like a punishment. Here's the third use case from HRSD and legal, the employee experience. HR service delivery involves navigating a complex web of policies, benefits, and local labor laws. An employee is transferring from the London office to the New York headquarters. This trigger initiates a massive, multi-departmental workflow involving immigration, visa, tax setup, payroll changes, facilities, badge access, and IT, equipment provisioning. A ServiceNow relocation agent orchestrates this entire chain. It interacts with the employee via chat to gather necessary details. It then interfaces with external government portals to check visa status, using computer use if APIs are unavailable. It updates the HRIS system, for example Workday, with the new address and tax jurisdiction. Crucially, the agent acts as a unified interface for the employee. Instead of logging into 5 different systems, the travel portal, the benefits portal, the payroll portal, the employee interacts with one agent that manages the complexity in the background. The AI control tower ensures that the agent strictly adheres to data privacy laws, ensuring that the employee's UK tax data is handled according to GDPR requirements during the transfer. So how does ServiceNow make money on this? They are changing their entire pricing model. To get this cool tech, companies have to buy Pro Plus licenses, which cost about 60% more than the standard version. But here is the catch. You also buy assist packs. Think of this like a data plan for your phone, but for thinking. If you ask the AI to do a simple summary, it's cheap. If you ask it to solve a complex coding problem, it uses more assists. It's risky because companies hate unpredictable bills, but if it works, ServiceNow isn't just selling software anymore, they are selling labor. ServiceNow isn't the only player in this game. Salesforce is their biggest rival. Salesforce says, data is king. If you know the customer, you win. ServiceNow says, workflow is king. If you can fix the problem, you win. Then you have UiPath, the robot guys. Honestly, ServiceNow's computer use is an existential threat to them. Why buy a brittle bot when your main software has a smart agent built in? And Microsoft? They are frenemies. ServiceNow runs on Microsoft's cloud, but they fight over who gets to be the co-pilot for your work. ServiceNow wins by being process-aware, knowing the strict rules of your business better than a generic chat tool. This partnership also launches a new economy. ServiceNow creates the platform, but partners build the agents. Think of it like an app store. A company called SailPoint built an identity agent that watches for hackers at 3 a.m. and locks them out. Another partner, Automate Pro, built agents that test code. Consulting firms like Accenture are charging millions to help companies design these AI control towers. It's a massive gold rush for the whole ecosystem. For the investors watching, is the stock a buy? ServiceNow trades at a premium, about 75 times earnings. That is expensive. But here is the thesis. They are expanding their market from software to labor. The market for software is big. The market for replacing employees is in the trillions. The risk? Compute costs. It costs ServiceNow money every time that AI thinks. They have to balance the bill they pay OpenAI against the price they charge customers to keep their 78% profit margins. So here is the bottom line. We are witnessing the death of the system of record and the birth of the system of action. The technology is here. The computer use vision allows AI to drive any software. The control tower makes it safe enough for banks and hospitals. The future of work isn't about people staring at screens. It's about people designing the outcomes and letting the agents do the clicking. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay ahead of the AI curve, like, share, and subscribe to the AI with Arun show, and let me know in the comments. Would you trust an AI agent to fix your server at 3 a.m.?